So what is it about long distance relationship that is the problem?
I don't have an issue with it, but I don't think personally I would do something like it. My personality, I like to bond with the person I see.
Even in the Garden of Eden, and God found that Adam was alone and they gave him a companion. That was the purpose in the first place. So if you are still going to be alone in 90% of the journey, I don't think you are having a relationship. You are just having a fantasy. I'm talking about this. I always tell people that there's no point being in long distance relationship. Like what are you doing? You are just in a relationship with 5 other people. Look at me now, I'm in Osun State. It just feel like a body for me to be reporting like that. To be, I'm rushing to University of Malaysia now. I will have been there before I even remember that. I have a girlfriend I'm supposed to inform. There's always that reporting gap.
That communications gap that you feel like you have. I think that when love comes into the picture, you want them to be happy.
It's not love. People avoid long distance relationship will all be. I see a deeper problem in the sense that I've come across a couple of ladies and even guys that generally prefer that their partner should be far off so that they are not constantly in their space. What do you think is the problem there?
Hi everyone, welcome to Couples Time Out with Elon and Zion. And today we'll be looking at long distance relationship, which is funny because we're going to be having a long distance conversation because Elon is not here with me. So we're going to be speaking via Zoom. All right, now, hi Elon, how you doing?
Zion, I'm fine. I'm in God's hands, like I said.
Yeah, you look like it.
So you said we are discussing long distance relationship and we're having one right now.
No, we're having long distance conversation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pardon my.
Thank you.
Okay. So what you are saying is that this is a long distance conversation and we are talking about long distance relationship.
Yeah, facts.
Right? Okay. So what is it about long distance relationship that is the problem? Is it not perfect? You are there, I'm here, we are discussing. Do you have any particular issue with long distance relationship?
Well, I don't have an issue with it, but I don't think personally I would do something like it. I don't think I would do a long distance relationship. I don't fancy it. And that's me. That's just me personally.
Okay. Do you have any biblical stand against it or any sort of knowledge, your personal experience, or where do you come up with that in the presupposition that it doesn't cut your fancy?
From the Bible. I think half of the relationships in the Bible are long distance because before you get to somebody's village, it's like a long journey. So it's not like from the Bible. I don't have any problem. Like I said, I don't have any problem with it. I have never had to have issues. It's just that my personality, I like to bond with the person I see.
Okay.
I know. But for me, out of sight, more often than not, is always out of mind. It takes a lot of intentionality to actually remember you when you're not around me. I know. So I don't think it will work with me.
Yeah, but practically speaking, I think the Bible have a stand about that, if you think about it.
Okay. Let me hear.
Because the Bible said, unto this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother and cleave unto his wife. There's an actual command to leave your zone in order to cleave onto your wife.
Wait. Do you know what?
And then say, my wife should be over a Zoom call. I don't think the Bible was expecting that kind of relationship.
Okay.
So if you think about it that way, you understand that relationship doesn't seem to, and God, even in the Garden of Eden, and God found that Adam was alone and they gave him a companion. That was the purpose in the first place. So if you are still going to be alone in 90% of the journey, I don't think you're having a relationship. You are just having a fantasy.
You get my point. And yeah, for those that, people would say that, the fact that, there's a lot of Japa wave going on and, you have to travel, maybe school, maybe all of that. I just don't know because I'm very careful when it comes to relationships as it were. But I just feel like, honestly, if you're going to be alone 90% of the time in the whole thing and you're just going to try to make do with, video calls, audio calls, I don't think you're really doing so much in a relationship because you don't even know a person by phone call. You don't know a person by video call. It is when you are together and the person is displaying their humanity. That's when you exactly say that, okay, I know this person. I've seen this person when they are cranky. I've seen this person when they are not happy. And if you're going to do long distance, you must be somebody that is very, very mature and very, very big on discipline. I'm not saying 50%. I'm not saying 70%. I'm saying 100% discipline because
No, 1 to 5.
I'm serious. Sometimes 110 because it will take a lot of discipline to actually stay true with long distance. And that's not even me trying to spoil it. It's nice. Do you understand? But the fact that number one, time difference, it's very stressful. It's a lot. Normal relationship where I still they try to manage and do fit you commit. Help me. I don't know because there's a lot of adjustments that needs to be made, and it will take a lot of I know that this person that I'm doing this long distance relationship with is my partner forever, to put in all of that effort. I'm not joking. You can't be putting that effort on a gamble. I'm not even trying to. You can't be gambling with, oh, let's just see how it goes, but we're long distance. No, you're playing. Because that's a waste of commitment. That's a waste of effort. Because that's what's the word now? That intentionality you are putting into a normal or a physical relationship that you can see this person like maybe once in a week or twice in a week and all of that, you're going to have to put times two of it into a long distance one. Especially if you are like separated by time zones and it's like let's say 4 hours journey, some people 24 hours journey. You need to put all of that because when you are tired, they might be ready to talk. You cannot, both of you cannot say, okay, let's just meet at this particular. No, you have to plan for it. So all of that, I don't think in this current state that I'm in, I don't think I'm in for it. I celebrate people that are there.
I see a more broader problem, which is the problem of context, right? So if my younger sister woke up to me and say, "Oh, I'm really hungry. I've not eaten since morning," I will barely ask her something like, "Oh, why don't you cook?" Blah blah blah, because I'll probably have the context of her day, and how much she has been busy or the case that is causing the not eating, right? But when a long distance relationship pick up the phone and call me and say, "Oh, babe, I've not eaten, and you order food for me," I might be tempted to ask that, "Why have you two eaten by 3 p.m.? Blah blah blah." I'm more likely going to see the time, the time frame, the laziness or so called, than to see the actual reality of that day. I don't know whether you are getting what I'm saying. So when two people are in the same room, I think they got a lot of context to deal with, which often help inform their decision. Unlike when you are over a distance where you have a curated oversight of what the event look like. I don't know whether you get what I'm saying. So there's always that loss of context in long distance relationship. So is it that one party is not being genuine enough, like at least they are giving them flitter version of the truth, or both parties have to deal with those flitter version of the truth? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand your points.
I think that's one of my core concerns with loans. And then generally from a street person, because I'm a street brother, right? I always tell people that, and I'm talking from the street now, I'm not talking biblically speaking now. I'm talking about, so I always tell people that there's no point being in long distance relationship. Like what are you doing? You are just in a relationship with 5 other people.
What do you mean?
And the girl's one guy that is managing the girl. And then
No.
that girl, you and another person that is helping you sustain the day, and then one other guy that is helping that person to sustain the day. There's always like 6 people that are involved in long distance relationship. People often agree, some would disagree, but that's just the case. It's not like you have a relationship, then you have a bestie, a female friend, not like somebody that you actually talk to most of the time. That actually has a boyfriend, and then she too has one guy that actually has a girlfriend. So it's often like 6 people having a relationship, and I don't think it's an effective way to actually build a one-to-one relationship.
Well, I do for that. I think I would draw an objection because I
Mm-hmm.
think that
Don't
boils down
worry,
to
it's okay. We are in the court of law.
you're fine. Like I feel that boils down to the personality of the person. I know I said something earlier that if you're going to do a long distance relationship, you need to gain control of yourself. You need to know that this is not the usual. This is something different, right? You need to give yourself a level of control. So you need to be as open as possible. You need to be as transparent and accountable as possible. You can't just afford to all that your bestie, your partner has to know them because now there's a greater level of trust that you need to actually give to this person because they are not seeing you. They are just hearing from you. Whatever you tell them is what they will take. Do you understand? So, but I'm not saying that. I mean, there are people that are, as it were, there are people that are not good people, people that have issues with discipline, self control. If you have issues with discipline and self control, please don't try. Don't, I'm honest. For the sake of the person you are going to break their heart, don't try long distance. Stay with the person you can see.
Bible advise us against tempting ourselves in such ways. He said, "Can a man put fire in his bosom and not get burnt?" You know, he said, "Flee from every appearance of evil." These are like
So long distance
warnings
is an
on the fact that
appearance of evil.
you're not a superhero. You're not a superhero. Make sure that you put yourself in best possible situation where you will not be having problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that okay,
Mm-hmm.
on
Yeah,
that
I'm agreeing with
issue,
you.
see, whether you are a short distance relationship or long distance, if you're a very terrible person and you don't have discipline, you will have that problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's even worse when you are having short distance because you don't have discipline. So there's that problem. But I'm saying that the commitment is twice as much as possible. I have to tell you that, okay, Ellen, I'm going to so and so place today, and I have to mean it.
I think I want. Well, that's one of my downside in one of my defects in in this relation is the fact I don't know how to look. I'm in Osun State, right?
Yeah,
I it just feel like a body for me to be reporting like that. To be, oh, I'm rushing to University of Ilesha now.
I
I'm it's
understand.
I would
Yeah,
have been there before I even remember that. Oh, I have a girlfriend I'm supposed to inform, or I have a
yeah,
wife I'm supposed to call and tell her
yeah,
that I'm going to. So there's always that reporting gap. It's one of the things I choose to be an entrepreneur. I love the freedom of choosing my decision and then following through before doing reporting. And then here it is now. I'm in a relationship. I have to report that I'm traveling here. I'm going there. I'm about to jump on this plane. I'm about to enter
yeah.
Abuja. It's stressing for someone like me.
Yeah. But then again, I know that communications gap that you feel like you have, I think that when love comes into the picture, you want them to be happy.
I don't think it's about love. Oh. I don't think it's a lack of love or thereof, or the presence of thereof.
I'm
It's
not
just like
saying
it's just like let me give you this. Yesterday it was around 3 p.m. and I just woke up. I was like, no, we cannot spend a whole day like this. What are the opportunities we can pursue now that we are here? Okay, I can enter University of Ilesha. And actually, I made a couple of content for University of Ilesha students to show up, and I've not seen them there in my comment section. I don't know what's going on in their school. So, but I decided to enter there, and then I find out, oh, they are just having 100 level and 200 level. They are not yet fully blown. And then, of course, I have some of my fans. In fact, I met Senator Nucleus there. He's now a lecturer at the university. So I'm like that. I'm a forward moving creature, right? I love so the speed at which I make decision will not allow me to be doing documentation and reporting. It's one of the reasons I
I
have a
think you would change
PhD.
that.
Eh?
He said documentation and reporting. I think that would change actually if you're with
I
someone.
don't think it's easy like that, right?
Yeah,
I don't
you
think
will
it's such
adapt.
an
You
easy
will
task.
just learn to adapt.
Of course, but I just see I became an entrepreneur for me to avoid this. So it's for me to avoid.
I
I
know.
don't have to do reporting. I have to do. Here's where I'm going. It's stressing.
Yeah.
One of the things that do help me is voice notes. I try to use voice notes. Hello, I'm going
Yeah,
to.
okay.
That's
I mean
quite
that
easier
works.
than.
That works. Yeah, that
But
works.
it's still a tax. It's still a big tax on
I
my table,
know.
and
I
I think that's the
know.
problem because in long distance relationship you have to do twice reporting Because
Yeah.
even in close distance relationship, you do report, you tell people your
Yeah.
partner where you are going.
Yeah.
But in long distance, you have to do twice reporting, which is
True.
like, oh, so that suddenly you don't hear that I'm somewhere and start wondering, what got you there?
Mm-hmm. True.
You know, you don't have context, you are not physically available. So I have to do reporting. I'm going here, I'm here, you know, even some will be reporting the fact I'm cooking Indomie.
It's love. It's love. It's love. I mean, it's love.
It's not love, oh.
It's
It's not love,
love.
oh. People avoid long distance relationship will all be. It's not love, oh.
Well,
It's even
another
stingy.
thing, another thing that I think that I was going to even mention as my bias for long distance relationship is that I'm an act of service kind of person. That's my love language, act of service more than any other thing. That's like my primary love language. So if I
Okay.
like you, I want to do things for you. I want to do things that will make you know that this person is
Oh,
there.
like the fact that you planned to make Indomie for me yesterday, but you
I
didn't
did.
show up.
Who is this person? Please, producer, you're going to cut out that part.
Oh, yes, she didn't show up, but she didn't show up to cook the Indomie. See, out of
But
service friendly.
seriously, I'm just saying that I'm an act of service kind of person, and I like
Okay.
to let people show people when I'm with you. If I'm your partner, I want to do things for you. I want to be involved in your life. I want to actively do things so that you don't feel alone. So if you're not in this space and you're just telling me, oh, I have this plan, and there's no way that I can support you, I don't feel like it anymore. Do you understand? So that's why, I mean, for some people, it's just word of affirmation. You are my sweet pie. You are my this. I can't show you love. Like I'm a writer, so I can say that and not mean it. But
What are my two sets?
do you
They don't mean
understand?
that much.
I work with words, so it's not like a way. Do you understand? Like I get money from words, not
Don't worry, we are on the same page. I
you.
understand. We're on the
You
same page on that one.
you get my point. So I like to do things. So if you're in London, I'm dating you and you're in London and you're telling me you're going through a stressful day, all I'm thinking is, how do I help you ease your stress? And if I can't do anything to ease your stress, then I don't feel like it. So that's why long distance is
So
just
what you are saying, if I'm getting it right now, is that you have to be able to map your love language to the reality of long distance relationship, and it might not work.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
true.
if you are like a physical touch person or you are an out of service kind of person, you will struggle too much in long distance relationship.
God being faithful, I'm not a physical touch kind of person because I don't touch me, don't even try it. I don't like it. In case whoever, don't bother. But I'm saying that yes, I mean, act of service, because I can't just hop on the next available. I mean, for now, I'm not yet that financially buoyant to just
Don't
hop
worry,
on the next
don't
available
worry, you
flight
have a private
to
jet
go and
very
meet
soon.
you.
You know.
You said? Sorry, what you say?
I said you are going to get a private jet very soon, so don't worry.
I mean,
Just
until I get that, definitely. Once I get that, I will just hop. You know, I'm now in your town. Hey, what do you need? And all of that. But
let's do it together.
for now, if I see that I can, if I see that consistently, there's no way I can fit into your schedule. I'm just maybe going to just call it quits because I'm not helping you. I'm not showing you love then. So what's the point? Do you get? So I think that's another issue with love language. So if your love language is not exactly long distance friendly, you're going to have that problem. You're going to have that issue with as it were, showing affection, showing love. Do you get?
Yeah,
If I'm going
that's
through a
true.
long day,
I
if
like
I'm
the way
going
you
through
put
a
it, long distance friendly. If your
yeah,
love language is not long distance friendly.
yeah, if I'm
Yeah.
going through a long day, if I have a long day, don't be texting me, it is well with your soul. I don't want to hear it. I want you to tell me what you need to do to make my day better. That's what I need to hear. Don't be telling me, oh, I wish I was here. You wish that you are here to do what? What do you want to do for me? As if,
What do you black?
what are you saying? Come and do it and ease my stress. Do you understand? So I'm that kind of person. Don't be telling me sorry. But no, help me work it out because I am already too tired to do it. Do you understand? So, and that's how I am too. But someone is telling me,
Oh God. Oh God. People in long distance, God will help you people.
but it's cool. I mean, I celebrate people that are in long distance. It's really, really amazing. If it works for you, do it. But personally, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me at all. I love
But
it. I mean,
I see a deeper problem, right? I see a deeper problem in the sense that I've come across a couple of ladies, and even guys that generally prefer that their partner should be far off so that they are not constantly in their space. What do
That's
you
a
think is
problem.
the problem there?
That's a mindset problem
Okay.
because you don't know a person. Well, first of all, you used to have to pray because people pretend. Do you get? And the thing is, some people don't want to expose themselves to the vulnerability that closeness brings. That
Mm.
vulnerability, that knowing of a person. Some people don't want to go through it. Because it's when you come close that you see my bad habits. It's when you come close that you see my bad character. But if you are just on no hello highs, I've rubbed pancake before I look at you on no voice calls and all of that.
Now you're putting on glasses and you're looking like one
Do you
celebrity.
get we're looking, peng and all of that now. They don't know that I'm not really that, neat of a person and all of that. So they don't want that vulnerability that closeness brings. You call it see finish. I call it vulnerability. You need to know who you're with. See finish will happen whether you like it or not. As long as you're with somebody, they will see you finish. They will see you to a point that you're telling everybody, oh, I'm the doctor. They're looking at you like, oh, guy, now you sleep from my house yesterday. But I mean, when you get married, that person that you're hyping, they're telling you, "Ile mi lo sun silano, that's my husband." Do you understand? So there's definitely see finish. But
Exactly.
why are you afraid to be vulnerable to somebody?
Mm-hmm.
So I think what you're supposed to deal with first, what they're supposed to deal with first is that fear of vulnerability. You need to, be vulnerable with people. Right? So that's the thing. That's what they are
What you are
afraid of.
saying is that people should deal with that and not say that they are comfortable with long distance relationship.
You said?
Because I see people maxing it as some sort of I do better under long distance. I don't like somebody's constantly in my space. Let him go somewhere. Let me. I even see people saying it out loud on podcasts and being proud of the
No,
idea
don't
that
stay.
they don't.
Obviously, don't stay in my space. Why are you in my space for 24/7? Why are you there? Go and work. Make money. Please don't stay in my space. But I'm saying that, let's see more often. Let's see often. Let me be able to, let
Don't
me hear
you
that.
don't you think you don't you think you over categorizing work in that context? Because for me, even though I do not go out of the house a whole day, I make as much as many people make in a month,
Regardless,
in
I
a
don't
day.
want to see you 24 hours. I don't want to see my partner 24 hours. No.
Why don't you want to? Don't you think you are running away from
I need my personal
vulnerability too?
I like personal space too. Everybody likes it.
Oh, so don't you think you are running away from the so-called vulnerability you are
No,
preaching
I'm
about?
not running away from it. I just need to recharge so that I can get better again. For me, personal space is that time to recharge. Sometimes just 1 hour or 2 hours away from anybody so that I
Eh,
can just recharge.
you don't think it's a individualization kind of idea?
No, it's not. It's just personal way of recharging. Yeah.
All right. I will take
Yeah.
it like that, and I will, agree with you that we all need personal space.
Yeah,
Me,
we
I take
all
like
do.
4 hours.
You really need that personal time.
We have been spending so much time together today. Like, I want to take my personal space, please. Bye bye.
Ciao.
All right, now we'll see you in the next episode.
So based off of what we have discussed, if it works for you, if long distance relationship works for you, by all means, just know that you're going to be doing twice as much, and be ready for it. Be really ready for it because it's a lot. It's a lot of work. I respect what you do. I respect you and your partner, but be ready to be very accountable. Be ready to be always there to answer questions. At least put your data on often because you can just get a call from your partners every time and all of that. So that being said, see you next time. It was good having you at Couples Time House with Elon and Zion. Hopefully, next episode is going to be in the studio with me instead of this long distance conversation that we had. All right, now, so peace out.